I was in the middle of my taxes and Nintendo just went and dropped the update of the year. Switch has grown and gained a feature that everybody has wanted for 5 years and running. Everybody has asked for this. It seemed like it should be simple. Big N finally did it. It took them long enough, but here we are. Nintendo Switch Update version 14.0 just clocked us out of nowhere. I was doing my taxes, I saw the tweet, and I said, I gotta let the people know. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Smash that like button if you're excited that we now get this. I'm going to show it to you. We'll take a tour through the update, and I think the future is really bright, actually, for these updates. All right, let me know in the comments down below if you're going to use this. Here we go. Here we are on our Switch home screen, and everything looks kosher, right? But check this out. We move over to all software. Still looks normal, right? But wait till we hit left bumper. Folders! Folders have finally arrived, 5 years in the making, and you can now sort your favorite software titles however you want. Using theme groups can help make titles easier to find too. And if that's not a clue to what's next, I don't know what is. Do you read that? Do you read that word? Do you see that word? Everybody know what that word is? Comment the word if you know what I'm talking about. I think it's next. If Nintendo can do folders, I think they could give us anything. All right, so let's make a group here. All right, how about some titles from year one? All right, we're gonna do Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, Mario plus Rabbids, and I'm gonna throw Tumbleseed in there just for the heck of it. And this group right here is gonna be called, Zach, what are you doing group? But I'm gonna call this group my year one games, all right? My trusty favorites. You could name it Mario games, you could do whatever you want, but for the purpose of this video, it don't matter. I'm just gonna show you my group. There is my group, and there are my games. I can edit them, I can start from them, and boom. Now, the real deal here is it's not on your home screen. You are gonna have to go to all software, but it's really not so bad. Then you access groups, and your software is sorted. So for all you out there that have like 20, 50, 100, 300 games on your Switch, all those icons, now you can group them, all right? So you can put them in whatever you want, and you can even edit them. So if you're like, you know what? This group name was dumb. It doesn't even say one, it just says year. I can call this like, you know, old hits, right? Old hits. And I'm telling you, if they did folders, I think themes could legitimately be next. I mean, who would have ever thought they would actually get this together? And you can launch games out of this, right? You can launch them, which is pretty darn nifty. And so all your software is going to be sorted. You can make as many groups as you want. Actually, I think there might be a limit. Let me see. I have the patch notes right here. It looks like you can make 100 groups with up to 200 titles per group. So we're talking about 20,000 games can be sorted in groups. There's not 20,000 games on the eShop yet. I think it's like over 7,000. I think that's where we're at. So you can do 100 groups with 200 titles per group. So you can easily encapsulate your entire library in cool groups and it'll work. It says that the button to proceed to all software is displayed only when there are 13 or more software title icons on the system. Otherwise, you have to go access all software the other way. Nintendo suggests that you make groups based on genres, developers, or whatever you'd like to organize by. And 14.0 also includes a Bluetooth audio volume behavior change. So you can now adjust the volume of Bluetooth audio devices using either the Nintendo Switch console or through volume control buttons on the Bluetooth audio device, which doesn't sound all that grand. Now let's see real quickie here if there's anything else. Are there any new icons perhaps? I know they were messing around obviously with the rewards and milestones, so my guess is no. Let's see, did they add anything new? Probably be at the tippy top. Let's go up there. It doesn't look like it. I didn't know if they'd maybe add something for Kirby since it's very close to the release date of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. These have already previously been there. Those are from Star Allies. Those characters are not nifty enough to make it into the latest Kirby release. So it looks like folders is the big one. Folders is the big add, but like in terms of what Nintendo could add to appease fans, it's this. I'm not sure that we should actually be super excited, but look, we're Nintendo fans. We get super excited about things that everybody else adds instantly, and it takes Nintendo 5 freaking years. But I think this is fun, and I think it is nice of Nintendo to finally listen, and we can pose the question, what next? All right, we just got Switch Update 14.0, and folders were added. So is 15.0 the time that we add themes? You've seen Nintendo has made a lot of moves to really restructure the system to be a better value proposition. And I firmly believe that a lot of this is due to the fact that they want to extend the life cycle of the system, and they really want you to subscribe to that expansion pack. So everything we're going to see them do here in 2022 is to be servicing those two paths. One, to extend the Switch so that it can live forever, and two, to get you to subscribe, right? They've added nice things like milestones and rewards to build out the online infrastructure. They've added Mario Kart DLC and more N64 regular releases, Genesis pack of games, to that expansion pack, right? They are really trying to do some things that fans have asked for. And I think all things considered, 2022 has been a super successful year. The only blight being shutting down the eShops, but that's not even Switch related. So in terms of this console, if we take it in a bubble, Nintendo is possibly having their best year ever. And we knew it would be that case from a games front, right? We were highly anticipating this year. I think Pokemon Legends Arceus exceeded expectations. It looks like Kirby and the Forgotten Land could do the same, and then we have plenty of releases that we knew would be great, like Splatoon 3 and Bayonetta 3 and Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. But then on top of that, Nintendo is making smart moves in the other arenas as well, infrastructure-wise and interface-wise. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But they're in the right direction, and I think they're really making forward steps that seem to be fan-centric. Not to mention some of the multiplayer moves they've made, like making the Mario Kart 8 DLC playable. Even if you don't have it, you just hook up with your friends and you can play all those courses online. That is definitely generous and something Nintendo typically would have charged for. I'm going to make a third-party group here of just some third-party games, and what's interesting is you can even add the online apps like the Genesis app and whatnot to this group, right? So there I have this group, and we'll just call this, like, I don't know, third party, which seems to be getting a big boost because Nintendo is making another step in the right direction with FSR tech. That's AMD's DLSS equivalent, where they're able to boost resolution without sacrificing performance. We talked about it in today's episode of Good Morning Mario and how it's already incorporated in a big third-party Switch game. And Nintendo will obviously and assuredly continue using that forward, as we saw in the Nintendo Switch Sports details. That's where we found out about this. So they're improving the graphics to extend the life cycle, improving the online. Do you see how this is all coming together? Furukawa is definitely convinced that the Switch can be the biggest thing. I mean, if it's not already right now, I think he's gunning for it to just be the biggest thing. And 2022 seems to be a super important year in those steps forward. Now, E3 time, Summer Direct will be an even bigger moment for Nintendo because now they can set the stage for the next 6 months and even for 2023 and keeping momentum rolling while they're making good upgrades, and they can even make more upgrades during that Direct by announcing, say, Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color. All right, there are a lot of things Nintendo can do, and thus far they're checking off quite a few of them. I think themes would be the next big win, and if Update 15.0 has themes, we got folders, we have sort of our reward milestone system. Is the Switch just really coming together 5 years deep? Is the Switch finding its feet after 5 years? That sounds silly to say, but Nintendo has iterated on the hardware, and now it seems like they're iterating on the interface and the online and the software side of things. Bowser's trying to leave, but trust me, he don't want to. This company is on a roll, and I'm super proud of what they're doing. Folders, at the end of the day, don't change the gaming experience, but in a way, they changed my experience with Switch for the better, and it's just getting better and better and better. So let me know what you think of this update in the comments down below. Hope you're as excited as I am to see Nintendo do something kind of quirky, cool, and definitely late. But anyways, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I love you a lot. Hope you're having a fantastic day and staying safe, staying healthy, staying happy, staying positive out there, and organized. Now you can spend the whole week getting your folders set, baby. I want to see some good screen grabs on Twitter of your perfect folders with all your titles. Give me ideas for how you want to list these things, how I should list my games. Boom, let's make it happen together. Until that time, thanks again, everybody. Love you lots. SwitchForce out.